Freedom is not a gift from government. Freedom is a gift from God.
You want freedom with no responsibility. Son, there's only one person on earth who gets that, yeah.
The president.
A baby. You're fighting for your right to be a baby.
He's a man of God. When I say a man of God, not that he's a priest, but he's a man who fears God. He's a man who knows that God is existing. He's a man who knows that God is the giver of all things. Now, he said that freedom is not given by government, which means your fellow man cannot give you freedom. And it's only God the Creator has the absolute power or right to give freedom. Now, let us take a look on what Donald Trump said. Freedom came from God. Let us take a look or example from the Bible. Remember in Exodus chapter 3, when God called Moses through the burning fire, burning bush, he told Moses, I have heard the crying of my people in the land of Egypt
and the oppressor
because of the reason of their taskmasters. And now I have come down to deliver them, to set them free. In Exodus chapter 3. But one thing, God will not come physically for you to see him with a physical eye. He will come through human being. Use human being as a tool to give you that freedom. As he used Moses as a tool to give that freedom. You can watch what Donald Trump said, that government cannot give you freedom. The freedom of Israel from the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, to be a nation of their own, is it given by Pharaoh or Egyptians? No. If Pharaoh and his army, Pharaoh and his government resist the freedom of Israel. But through God, outstretched hand of God, by the power he demonstrated in Moses, Israel was set free. That is why whenever anything happened in Israel, that time Moses will go and seek the face of God and say, God, direct me, what will I do? God, direct me, show me what will I do. This is where Donald Trump relied his word.
And that is the secret of freedom. He just gave the almighty formula of freedom.
Freedom. He just gave you the absolute formula of freedom. Hope in God, depend in God, cry on God, and let God lead you. This is why Biafra is getting success now. Because Biafra is God's plan. And the Nigerian government cannot give Biafra freedom. If Nigerian government will give Biafra freedom, Nnamdi Kanu could not have been where he is now. DOS, Uchemefo, Igbo politicians in Nigerian government, Ohanes and Igbo, even traditional rulers in Igbo land, would not have betrayed Nnamdi Kanu, would not have betrayed Biafrans, would not have been seeking the head of Nnamdi Simon Ekpa to cut it off. Nigerian government could not have been pressurizing Finland to forsake Simon Ekpa. They could not have been written letter now to Donald Trump not to recognize Biafra, because government cannot give freedom. Nigerian government cannot give Biafra freedom. This is why Biafrans always say, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. That's why Biafrans always say, Chinke Jacob, Chinke Abraham, Chinke Isaac, Chinke Jacob, Chinke Gad, Chinke Henry, Chukwu Okike Abiyama binigwe, ya prime ihe niile, aka Chukwu dị na ya. According to Adadiorama of Biafra government in exile, he said, aka Chukwu dị na ya. This is what Biafra are able to make achievement. And Donald Trump is telling Biafras indirectly, don't depend that Nigeria will allow you to go free like that. You have to call upon your God, enter fasting and prayer, seek whatever you want to do from God, and God will see you through. Because Donald Trump will not take this current election he won, how they try to assassinate him.
All the powers and the demons in United States was let loose
against him.
But
see, God will see him through. This is what is God is a giver of every good things. God is a giver of freedom. The man know what he's saying. I think they say that it's uncontrollable. A man who fear God is a controllable man. A man who fear God can listen to the masses because of the fear of God in him. You understand? So it's time to tell Biafrans to picking up in spiritual, moving on physical aspect of it, continue to move in spiritual aspect of it, seeking the face of Biafra, seeking the face of God. And I thank God, we Biafrans, we are God-fearing people. We are people who hope in God. We are Christians. I think 70% or 60% of Biafrans are Christians. Then 25% are Judaism. Then 5% are traditionals. We hope in God. We depend in God. And God is fighting for God for battle for us. If Hadibir is not the hand of God, Nnamdi Kanu could have been dead now. The US could have frustrated Simon Ekpa and take victory. And still continue to remain in bondage in Nigeria. So Donald Trump have given very good counsel to anybody who will rise up tomorrow to say, I am struggling for freedom. Let that struggle be approved by God. Let that struggle of independence, of freedom be approved by God.
No, can you confidently say that the Biafran struggle now, led by Mazis Simon Ekpa, is approved by God?
It's approved by God. If not so, Simon Ekpa could have been where Nnamdi Kanu is. If not so, Simon Ekpa could have been discouraged. And without the people like Simon Ekpa and the Biafra independent Biafra Republic government in exile, Nnamdi Kanu case could have been ended. They could have killed Nnamdi Kanu because this is the only force physically God used to keep Nnamdi Kanu alive. This is the only force physically God is still using to make Biafra to re-establish.
I think the position of the president-elect, Mr. Trump, of course, aligns with the position of the United Nations, that freedom is an inalienable right given by God, a natural entitlement that cannot be denied any people. You see, it's not just about the government, whether they want to let you go, just as you cited the Pharaoh and the Egypt.
Yes.
They will never let anyone seeking for his independence or that of his people to go. So now what is left for Biafra?
What is left for Biafra?
Because there is monsters, there are challenges to confront. How prepared is Simon Ekpa? Because he said it's given by God, and men have to march on the wall of Jericho.
You see, the last hurdle is what we are about to jump now. Not only Simon Ekpa, every Biafrans, every true lovers of Biafran, we are in the last hurdle to jump and to take the crown of victory, to take the prize of victory. And that last hurdle is December 2nd, 2014. Less than a month now.
2014?
I mean 2024, sorry. 2024. That's the last hurdle we have now to jump. And I'm praying, as Donald Trump have said, and the United Nations have said, that it's illegitimate right that nobody can deny. No power can deny us. We should hope in God and pray unto God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth.
Or could it be the beginning of the troubles? You know, what you said that is the end of the trouble, because Simon Ekpa said that is the beginning, of course, of defending the Biafrans' restored sovereignty.
Yes, that's the beginning of defending Biafra.
Which is more trouble for Simon Ekpa and Biafrans?
I'm coming. That's the beginning of the defense of Biafra. And now is the pen to get Biafra. Now is the last hurdle. The pen. What we are expecting December 2nd now is the last pen and last hurdle to get Biafra. And when you get Biafra, that's the beginning of keeping Biafra. Now, with you what I say so, a pregnant woman that has pregnancy for good 9 months, 2 weeks or 1 week to deliver, you pass through hell, through pains. For that very moment she will deliver, she will be in very agony, almost being in the form of NDE, near death experience. After that is delivered, there will be peace and calm and happiness to that woman that he have delivered successfully. But that time was the beginning. Was the beginning
of the gestation period, as people might say.
People might say that time you start nursing the baby, keeping the baby, breastfeeding baby. That time baby have nothing to do. They cannot talk than to protest, and that protest is crying. Nga nga nga. What is this baby crying? They start gazing. What makes the baby to cry? You start thinking, because that baby cannot explain until that baby starts sitting down, until that baby start crying, until that baby started standing up and try to make a move of walking. That baby is intensive care in your hand. You'll be taking day and night. How will you know this baby to survive?
So you are saying that Rome is not built in a day. Why people are expecting that, of course, if Biafra come, it will become an Eldorado just overnight.
Oh, no. Someone and his government and lazy and have to come back home and work hard. It's the being to defend Biafran. Because when you declare it, Nigerian government will do what? We like to show that we are giant of Africa. You cannot go. There may be rumble.
There may be rumbles, and we are always here to discuss the political rumbles and analyzing.
And that political rumble, if there's a political rumble between Nigeria and between Biafra and Nigeria, it will not be a royal rumble of WWE. It cannot be that one. But it will be a political rumble of I will rumble you, I will scratch your body, blood will come, you scratch my own, blood will come, I will do Biakanono, you don't make any.
Please, let us not start this because this is Conwave TV. We are not supporting any Duakanono or rumbles. We don't want to see blood, we want to see dollar and pounds.
I'm telling you, this is life, this is human being. You may deny the truth, but the truth will be there. You may deny the truth. So, and if you come to that way, this is the time another test will come to Simon Ekpa and the Biafran government in Israel. Another test will come. And that time, we will know the position of Nnamdi Kanu. Whether government of Nigeria still have power to return Nnamdi Kanu or to play him as they are playing him now. You understand? So as Simon Ekpa said, it will be the beginning of so many things in Biafra, whether good or bad. But all I know, Biafra will succeed.
I'm telling you, the dimension that we are entering from now is that every personnel of the Biafra Defense Force must understand that going forward, we must not have mercy on Nigeria terrorist state, nor on the enemies in our land. No mercy. As we continue to defend our land against terrorist state of Nigeria and their foot soldiers, our happiness must always be at the tip of our sword, at the tip of our mara, at the tip of our guns. That's where our happiness should lie. As we continue to defend our land against Nigeria terrorism, our heart will always know no pity. This message today is directly to any person that is involved in our security in the homeland. There will be no pity against anything in Nigeria within Biafra land. Our heart must know no pity. I want you to understand that our cry of war will be given for our country, Biafra, which is now finally cutting the Nigeria and British chain of slavery, decade of slavery. Our defiance will not be passed until the Biafra people and the Biafra nation are free. My fellow Biafrans, when the rest of the indigenous people in Nigeria or other ethnic group, as you may call them, and the land, they continue to hang their heads as they bow to the terrorism of the Nigeria state.